Hello guys, this is Yata here, and I recently made it to Masters, and I want to show you guys one of the decks that helped me get to Masters ranked, and it's gonna be Dragon Link. So Dragon Link is an explosive deck that you guys may want to get the hold of if you want to play this game competitively, because it's a powerhouse. You get to take advantage of the Bestials, which are some of the best hand traps in the game. Body plus an interruption versus light or dark decks, extenders, so good. So this is the deck list. I'm gonna go card by card explaining my choices. So Dragon Link, 48 cards. I don't think 40 is the correct number because you have to run a lot of light hand traps, because you're basically a chaos deck that relies on light and dark monsters. So, and then you also need to run the essentials like Ash Blossom and Gamma to be able to play around Maxi and stuff like that. So yeah, let's get started though. So we are playing the Gamma driver package. It's so good in Dragon Link because it's a light, and also it helps you play around stuff like Droll or something like that. Like if you start out with Chaos Base, search something, they want to Droll you, you Gamma them, and it's a free Chaos Ruler, because 6 plus 2 equals 8. So clutch in this deck. We're playing one Baylor. Sometimes we dump this from our Chaos Ruler, and it's a light as well, so we get to add it to our hand. So we're playing 3 black metal. We're playing the black metal package because it is just so clutch. It is so many bodies. It means that if you start out by normal summoning a black metal, your opponent max sees you. You still go into Striker Dragon because they're only gonna be able to draw one card. So they pitch one, draw one card. So they basically just upstarted, but you're gonna be able to grab 2 cards. You're gonna be able to grab your Boot Sector and your Red Eyes Darkness Metal. So you basically plussed and your opponent just went neutral. So you always go for the add 2 when they maxi you on black metal. So, and then you pass after that. You just take the free win, and then you pass, and then you rely on your Bestials and stuff like that. We're playing 1 Rocket Synchron because it's so clutch being able to special summon something like a Noctivision or Absorautor, because it means that you can go into your Chaos Ruler. So that's so clutch. So also we're playing the best hand trap in the game, Maxi. Mandatory, you have to play it until it gets banned. Draw 1 every single turn, every single time the special summon. Gamma package, so good. Playing Ash Blossom to play around Maxi. One of the best hand traps as well. We're playing 2 white dragon and 1 black dragon because, like I said, we need more lights in the deck because we have plenty of darks. So plus the babies are so good, giving you free bodies, being able to go into Striker Dragon, then Romulus. You just keep extending. They're level 4, which means that you can make synchros with them. So good. Triple Tracer. Tracer is one of my favorite cards in the deck because it's a 1 card Chaos Ruler. If you don't know the combo, normal summon out Tracer, link into Striker Dragon, add a copy of Boot Sector, Striker Dragon pop, add Tracer back from the graveyard, activate Boot Sector, special summon out Tracer, Tracer pop the Boot Sector, special summon out the Recharger, and then you go into Chaos Ruler, and more than likely you're gonna mill an extender, and you can keep comboing off from there. So that's the combo. 1 Rocket Recharger, 3 Safer, being able to add the babies, or sometimes being able to add like Lubellion or Levy. So clutch. Playing 1 Magnamud, you have to run this. This is usually what you're going to be special summoning off your Seal during your opponent's turn, so you can add follow-up. 1 Sorner to be able to pitch your Bestial stuff, 1 Druistorm, 1 Baldric. So we play 1 of each of the Bestials because they're so clutch. Having different names means that you can use multiples in a single turn. 1 Absorautor, you pitch it off Ravine to be able to add either Tracer or a copy of Rocket Synchron, just depending on what you need. We're playing the Noctivision free extender plus draw 1. Levy, one of the best cards at being able to break boards. Or going first, you can snipe a card from your opponent's hand. It means that they have to start their turn going -1 card. We're playing 3 Bestial Lubellions, such a clutch card. It gives you access to Magnamut. It essentially means you have 4 copies of Magnamut. So you have to play 3 and can set up your spell and trap cards. 1 Red Eyes Darkness Metal for the black metal package. 3 Nibiru because it's light and it's Nibiru. You have to run it. You're drawing it off Maxi, feels clutch. 3 Chaos Space, so many pluses if this resolves. 1 Ravine to be able to dump whatever part you're missing. Like let's say you're missing your rocket package, you pitch Absolrotter. If you're missing your bestial package, you pitch the Soriner from deck with the Ravine, and this will dump the Lubellion. So Ravine is basically what meshes your deck together. One boot sector, one regain, keeps you in the game forever. Quick launch card's insane. One more card that's a 1 card Chaos Ruler. Branded Beast, you have to run it. For the extra deck, you're playing 1 Borreload Savage, 1 Chaos Ruler. This card is insane. I'm surprised it's still legal in Master Duel. 1 Hot Red because we can make it. Like you can almost summon out Rocket Synchron, then special summon out Chaos Ruler from the graveyard, and that's a Synchron 9. So 1 Atum. You can make this with 2 Bestials, and this can special summon out any dragon from the deck. It's the brother of the Seal, so that's why they have very similar effects. 1 Pisty for the combo. If it's pointing something, special summon something from the banished pile or graveyard. 2 Striker Dragon. 2 is just the right spot. 1 Seal, you can recycle this with your Regained or with your Chaos Space, so you really don't need multiple seals. 1 Romulus to grab Ravine. 1 Quad Boral. Quad Boral, you pop itself, special summon out 2 rockets from the graveyard, and you can make a Savage, so it's pretty good. 1 Dark, card is clutch, being able to special summon out the opponent's Magnamut, activating the effect, so clutch. 1 Triple Burst, mainly for the Borderland line. 1 Nightmare Unicorn to make access code have 5300 attack, 1 access code, and the 1 Borderland, which is a tower / OTK. This can attack all your monsters once each, and it's also a negate that your opponent cannot respond to, which is absolutely insane. So couple of tips when playing this deck is good at going first or second. When you get to go second, if your opponent is playing something like Kashtira, or if they're playing something like Prank Kits or something like that, I would suggest 100% take the maxi challenge. If they maxi you're more than likely gonna have enough gas to be able to push through the maxi and OTK them. It doesn't take that many bodies for you to OTK, if I'm being honest. Like just a couple of bestials and you're almost in there, right? Especially if they're already down on life points, I would suggest always taking the maxi challenge. Maybe in the mirror, I probably wouldn't recommend taking the maxi challenge because it means that they can draw into Nib or Bestial. So I would just say, depending on the matchup, take the maxi challenge because you will come out on top, especially going second, right? So that is it. And going first, your end board can vary different. It could either be like a Seal plus a Branded Beast, and that's a very, very oppressive board. That's very simple, that doesn't lose to like an evenly match because you don't really care that much about it. Another end board that you can have would be like a Borderland with like a Branded Beast or a Regained, and you can have a Savage and a Hot Red. That's another end board that you can have. Another end board is basically just like a Beast on board and like 3 Bestials in hand plus like a Nibiru, and that's insane because it means that you're not gonna lose that game, especially if you're playing against a lighter dark deck. And also remember that you can banish your own stuff, right? Like Druid Storm is such a hard card to be able to OTK or defeat your opponent through, because it means that if during the battle phase you can activate this, and if they do run it over, you can send one of your opponent's monsters. So it is so hard to be able to end the game when you know your opponent has a Druid Storm in hand. So yeah, just take advantage of the Bestials. They're one of the most broken parts of this deck. The Rockets are so good at setting up Savage and multiple bodies. So just a couple of tips, guys. Hope you guys enjoy. Let me know what you think of this deck. As always, this was Yata here, and I will catch you on the next video. Take care.